In the black sector of social media, people are pissed off. They're upset. Why? Penneys put out an interesting advertisement that you may be seeing in some shopping malls across the United States. It depicts a black family and a white family. We all know that blacks and whites are in the United States. No big deal. But they're mad about the two different sorts of situations. On the first end, we see a black mother with her black son and black daughter. On the bottom, we see a white mother with a white father and their white kids. And this has enraged Black America. Because why? Well, the black family is fatherless and the white family has a father. So of course you have so many people out here asking questions like, you see statements like, why couldn't the white woman be the baby mama? Oh, you guys are throwing this in our face. This is just, a racism. But I want to talk about something that I saw about 2 years ago with Ebony K. Williams, discussing how black women who couldn't get married that were going to enter into their own journey of single motherhood, even through artificial insemination.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests. And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the expense of motherhood, well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing. And as we choose, we do have to contend with the reality of a dismally small supply of black sperm. Because most black women on this journey, we want to create children that look like us and that look like our families, and that means we want black sperm. And as we heard from Reese Brooks, it's the definition of slim pickings, and sometimes that means compromising on this aspect of your journey. Now, I am extremely fortunate that I was able to secure 2 vials of black sperm from California Cryobank when I embarked on this part of my journey last fall. But I do know that I am an outlier. So I've got 2 concrete tips for single black women who think this may be an option.
This is right. You always hear some sort of terminology talking about, well, we're not going to be in situations that don't serve us. This is what you hear in Black America, all right? This is something that it's always talked about. This is not every sister, this is not every black woman, but it is prevalent. Black men have heard this, and we understand that that tonality is out there. So when you also vote Democrat, and most black women vote Democrat, we even have single mother mayors. You ever heard of Tiffany Henyard? Yes, she's a single mother mayor. And remember, her chief of staff was so excited to get a single mother into the mayorship. Now, what I'm saying is, you can be a single mother and get praised in Black America. You can be a single mother and win a mayorship, become a politician, because people want to see single mothers win. But then we have a problem when we put it up against a non-black family, a white family. Now it's racist. When this is the culture that we push, it permeates our culture, right? We have so many women out there that may not be interested in getting married, or okay with not getting married, and okay with being a baby mama. And then when you look at the numbers, this is how we get it down. I mean, I know y'all don't like it. Some of y'all not gonna understand it, but 80% or more births or families don't have a father in it. So when they put this up there, this is true. You only don't like it when it's in comparisons to white people. That's the problem, right? Because it puts that mirror to our face in Black America that we don't want to deal with it. And we have a problem with that. See, we can uplift the single parent thing or the single father or single mothers in Black America all we want. Then we know deep down inside, when we compare it against other families, in particular white, we know a few things are going to happen. Number one, we know that they have more resources than us. Their kids do better. Even if it was a married Black family, it wouldn't matter. And that makes us feel bad. So because we can't justify it, because we can't answer it, because if that was the case where single Black families or single Black mothers could outdo married white families, we wouldn't have a problem with it, but we know that we can't. That's the issue. So now we want to have an issue with what we celebrate. Well, why can't the white woman be a baby mama? Why are we going to depict the Black woman up there like that? Well, it's the same reason why do you praise it? They're only giving you what you praise. And it's not racist then when you celebrate it. When we celebrate single moms in the Black community, when they become pastors, when they become lawyers, doctors, or whatever it is, we celebrate that. Now, when we put it next to somebody else who's doing things to a more traditional way, and we look at it, I'm gonna tell you, we see how we look to the world stage. See, because in our own community, the things that we accept, we're gonna be honest, other people don't even accept it. Let me give you an example. I'm living in Uganda right now, as you guys know. Uganda is not the richest country in the world, okay? It's very poor as a country. But I did notice that, like on Sundays, if you were to go to the mall, it's so much family gathering. It's such a family vibe. People really take the kids out. People talk to each other. People greet each other. People have time to speak. This is something that we used to do. All right. And you, for the most part, always will see, there are some single moms out there too, but you do see a lot of married people in the country, despite the fact that they may not have all the best economic opportunities. So when you see something like this in Uganda being advertised, it looks crazy. It looks crazy in Nigeria. It will look crazy in Poland. Okay? Because most wealth and most stable places have 2-parent homes. All the neighborhoods that we want to move to, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to take shots, but think about the neighborhoods you would love to live in. I can guarantee you the wealthiest ones are not single parent led, single mother or single father led. I can guarantee you that. Those neighborhoods have 2-parent homes. We all know this. The richest areas that bring in the most tax dollars, we know it. But we continuously are beholden to a culture that the rest of the world thinks is laughable. That's really what it is. Okay? We're the only ones that think this is okay. Usually. Now, again, I know that single motherhood happens in the States, but to accept it as the standard bearer of your culture, we're the only ones that give the blue check off on it. When we compare it to other people and how they're doing it, it makes us feel that what we're doing is backwards. So instead of addressing it for what it is, we come with the racist argument, which in my opinion, this is not racist. This is what we are by statistics. Okay? It would be different if this was the 60s and most Black people were married, or the 40s, where we were married even more than whites, and they were to do this, that would be racist. Because it's a lie. That is the truth. Of course, we do have Black men and women that are married. I know married couples. I know African-American couples that are married here in Uganda. They got 4 kids and live a great life. But also, most of the families that we all know are like that one in this photo. And if you don't like it, do something about it. Change the way you look at the world. Change the way you look at the family. Want to be a man and you're upset about it? Do something to take care of your women. As a woman, you're mad about it? Do something to make sure that you are chosen by the right kind of man. Then you ain't got to get mad at this. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Scared the bell. We're out.